Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you people are doing well. So here I am with our last video for the exam 2021, which is scheduled on 19th of July. Okay, that is this upcoming Monday 2021. So this is specially for that exam, and mainly the subject which I will be discussing here is maths. Okay, so in this video this is going to be the final revision for whatever you have learned in the last 1 year, actually more than a year. Okay, so stay till last. You are definitely going to like this video. Okay, here what I'm going to discuss: first the uh, basic of each chapter. Okay, and then the type of questions which can be asked in that chapter. Okay, these two things we will discuss, and I will also tell you some tips and tricks. Okay, for each chapter, how can you attend the problem if given so uh, differently. Okay, so we'll see all this. So if you are new to this channel, kindly do subscribe it, and if you find this video useful, do like, comment and share it with your friends. So with that, let us start with our first chapter, arithmetic progression. And I'm not following the order of the chapter given in the textbook. Okay, I am following from easy to moderate to difficult level. Okay, like that. So first easiest as per me is AP. So let us start with that. And here I'm not going to discuss all the formulae, okay, because for that I have made a separate video as well as a PDF. You can watch that and learn it from there. Here the main focus will be on the type of questions that could be asked from a particular chapter. Okay, so let us start with that. So coming to arithmetic progression. Okay, so the basic thing over here is, okay, if you know the table of 2 also, you can understand what is AP. If I write here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up to imagine 20. Okay, so this is forming an AP. Now how can you say this is an AP? The only thing which decides whether the given terms are in AP or not is common difference D. What is this D? D is called as gap in simple language. Gap between two alternate numbers. Okay, it's not alternate, actually two consecutive numbers. A number before that, a number after that. Okay, so all these are in AP, because if you see the gap between these two, these two, these two and these two are always same. It is 2 here, so we call that as common difference. Okay, and now in general we call this as first term, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the term which is given at some point, we don't know which point is that, we call that as nth term. Okay, so nth term is, for example, here it is 20. This is nth term. Now we also have Sn. So you should know what is this Sn. Sn is the sum of the terms from the beginning. Okay, if I'm counting the AP from here, so I will say, if I write S3, it means sum of the first three terms. So 2 plus 4 plus 8, 6. Okay, if I write S10, it means sum of the first 10 terms. Means if I add 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 20, because this is still 10, so then I will get S10. Okay, this is the basic concept in AP. And definitely you can solve if you know all these basics. Okay, so the type of questions now which could be asked is, first is they will give like nth term is something like this, 4n plus 3, and they may ask you find a4, or sometimes they will ask you find the difference. So what you have to do is just put the value of n is equal to 4 here. Okay, so 4 4 is 16 plus 3 is 19. That will become this solution for this type of question. And if they ask you to find D, remember D is what? Gap between two numbers. So always use this one, a2 minus a1. Okay, so use n as 2, you'll get a2. use n as 1, you'll get a1. So subtract, you'll get difference. So this is one type of question that could be expected from this exam. And now the second type is based on this, like they will give Sn, okay, some value. Sum of the first 7 terms is this, sum of the first 8 term is this. What is An? Okay, this is the another type. So you have to remember this formula: An is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. Okay, this is minus, not plus. Okay, means if this is S7 and this is S6, and if they ask you what is A7, so you just subtract these two, you will get A7. Okay, so this is a type. And the third type is like they will give one sequence like 4 comma x plus 1 comma 12. They are in AP. Find the value of x. So once again, the basic thing, if they are in AP, the difference between all of them, okay, should be same, correct? So here D and here the D should be equal, means x plus 1 minus 4 should be equal to 12 minus x plus 1. Like this you have to solve. If you solve, you'll get the value of x. So this is another type where you can expect a question like this. And the most important type is this one. They will ask to find the sum of, okay, either the natural numbers, first natural numbers, or the first n whole numbers, or the first even natural numbers, or the first odd natural numbers. So in these case, you always use this formula: Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, don't use the other formula. Okay, and natural numbers begin with what? 1. So 1, 2, 3, just 3 is enough, up to n. Whole numbers begins with 0. So 0, 1, 2 up to n. Even number begins with 2, 4, dash 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 up to n. Odd numbers with 1, 3, 5, dash 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 up to n. So when you substitute, n is always n. A in this case is 0, 1. Here it is 0, 2, 1. And what is D? D in this case is 1. Here also 1. Here it is 2. Here also it's 2. So there is no need to remember the formula of all these. If you know this basic formula, okay, and if you know the basics difference between these numbers, you can easily find the formula related to them. Okay, and you can get the answer. So instead of learning so many formulas, just learn the basic formula, okay, and the basic concepts. Your maths will become very easy if you are strong at basics. Okay, so these many questions could be asked. And the last type which I would like to say is, they will give, if a5, oh, sorry, array, what happened, just a minute, let me erase this. They will ask something like, if they will give in between terms, okay, if a4 is 10 and a10 is 20, what is D? Or they will ask what is A, okay, or they will ask what is a5, something like this. So for this, whenever two different terms are given, always use this formula: D is equal to AP minus AQ divided by P minus Q, where AP is the bigger number A10, so it is 20, AQ is A4, which means it is 10, and P and Q are these values, the nth term, like 10 minus 4, you will get D. If you know D and if you know any one term, you can easily find first term as well as the this fifth term. So AP is totally depend upon A and D. If you know these two things, any question can be solved. Okay, so I hope you have understood whatever I have tried to explain it here. Okay, and you may not get any question out of these types. Okay, so I can't say exactly this will come or that will come, but I'm trying to say the type which could be asked from this. Okay, once the exam is over, try watch it again. Okay, if you will come to know whether the question was like similar to this type or not. Okay, so this is with our first chapter. I hope you liked it. Moving to our next chapter, that is linear equation. So the second is linear equation. And one more thing, the PDF will not be available for this because it's a general explanation, so I'm not going to make any note and all, so don't expect a PDF of this video. Okay, so now pair of linear equation is there. So first thing, you should remember the pair of linear equation. It is always, the standard form is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Now since the chapter name is pair, it means we need to have two equations. So therefore we write a1 b1 and c1, and a2x plus b2x b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Okay, these two are the what basic formula, basic equations. Okay, pair of linear equations. Now based on this, we have, see, these equations represent what? Straight lines. One will represent a single straight line, and since there are two, they will represent two straight lines. And now these lines, they either can be parallel, okay, they can be intersecting, or they can be coincident, means one line upon the other line. Okay, when we write them in a graph, okay, this is x-axis, this is y, either like this you'll get, or like this, or like this. Okay, so this is parallel, this is intersecting, and the last is coincident. Okay, so what you have to remember is, see, you have to remember the equation, which type of line are they denoting. Okay, and how are you going to find that? So see, I will just tell the tricks here. Both of the lines are on the same, means both are going together, correct? So the condition will be, I'll write it here, a1 by a2 all are equal. Since both of them are same, a1 by a2, b1 by b2, and c1 by c2, all lines same, all condition equal, like this you can remember. Here none of them are equal. See, it is like it is wrong, everything is wrong, means none is equal. So for that we have condition a1 by b1, a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, and that is not equal to c1 by c2. See, only these two condition is enough, means none of them are equal. And now for parallel, if you see, there are only two lines here, correct, and both of them are equating, which means a1 by a2 equating to b1 by b2. Okay, this is the trick I'm telling, and this is not equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so these are the conditions which you have to remember. Okay, and now they will represent the number of solutions. Okay, number of solutions. Now what is this number of solutions? See, it is the number of point where both the lines are meeting. So are parallel lines meeting with each other? No, they will never meet. So it means they have zero solution or no solution, both of them are same. Now if you look at intersecting, the both points are touching at a single point, it means it has only one solution, or it is also called as unique solution. Now coincident, both of the lines are lying on each other. It means all the points are meeting to each other. Therefore, we have many solution in this. Okay. So these things you have to remember. Now the last part is based on this condition only. Based on this condition only, we have the name of the equation. What do we call that equation? F type of equation, linear equation. So for parallel, remember this trick: I, P, C, C, I, D. I for intersecting, P for parallel, C for coincident. C will represent consistent. Okay. I will represent inconsistent. Okay. For intersecting, it is consistent. Let me write it here. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So for intersecting, it is consistent. Okay, for parallel it is inconsistent, consistent, and for coincident it is dependent. Okay, so sometime it is both dependent and consistent. Remember this. This is a special one for coincident line. Okay, dependent as well as consistent. So if you know these things, you will easily get 2 to 3 marks from this chapter. Why I'm saying that? Because see, the type of questions that is asked from this chapter is like this. You'll get questions like, see, they will give some equations. Okay, for example, equations like if x plus 2y is equal to 3 and 2x plus ky is equal to 4. If these two equations represent a line that is like parallel line, what is the value of k? So you'll get question like this. So if you know this condition for parallel lines, we have the condition this one. So you have to just write the ratio 1 by 2 should be equal to 2 by k, and on solving that you'll get the value of k. This is one type. They will also give question like if the equation is like x plus 2y is equal to 6, or let me write 4, and the other is 2x plus 4y is equal to 8, which type of line they do represent. So if you know the condition again, okay, 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 4 by 8, when we solve we'll get something, whether the first two will be equal or the all will be equal or none of them will be equal. So they will represent, all of the question will be based on these relations. So if you know them properly, you can tell the type of line, the type of solution, and the type of equation. Okay, it is as simple as that. So the basic part of this is knowing the relation as well as this. So for this I have prepared a trick, this IPC, Indian Penal Code, and that is related to law, and CID, that is also related to law. Both of these compare, they are equal, and remember this. Okay, so these are the two types. Another type is expected is based on like they will give sentence form. Okay, they will give someone went to market, buy 2 pen and 3 pencil, it was cost 100. Another guy went, he bought 3 pen and 4 pencil, cost 50. Represent that in equation form. So this is how you can equate it. Okay, that is also very easy. In the fourth part is finding the value of x and y. Okay, finding the value of x and y, like they will give two equation. If x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to 1, what is the value of x and y? So without looking at the options, or you can just solve this by uh, what is that method, elimination method. Okay, and you will get the answer. Okay, so this is the type that could be asked from linear equation. And the last part is like they will give a graph. Okay, something like this, and they will plot like this. Okay, and they will ask you, this is some 3 comma 4, and their question may be, if the graph represent that write the number of equations or write the conditions valid for the given graph. So this, which condition is this? If you look at this, this is a which type of a line? Intersecting. For intersecting line, what do we have? This equation. Okay, if they ask which type of equation will it represent, so consistent. Which type of, how many solutions it has? Only one solution. So if you remember these things, you can answer any question asked from linear equation. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Now moving to our next chapter. If you find it useful, kindly do like it, like the video. Okay, later you have to comment also whether it was good or bad. Now our chapter is quadratic equation. So in quadratic equation, okay, in quadratic equation, even this is very simple. And in AP you may get 4 to 5 questions, 3 to 4, 3 or 5. Linear again 4 to 5. Quadratic same 3 to 5. Okay, these are the chapters which are easy as well as more scoring. So in quadratic equation, the first thing you should know is the general form, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. The difference between quadratic and linear is, linear it has the degree of 1, quadratic equation has the degree of 2. Okay, this is the basic difference. Okay, so they have one solution, okay, when they are in single variable, and here also they have two solutions for a single equation. Okay, this is the basic difference. I will not go in deep. Now this is the general term. So based on this you may get question. They will give four options and ask which is the general form of quadratic equation. Okay, and the second thing is they will give four options. Okay, like 1 by x is equal to x by 4, and 2 plus x is equal to x square minus x plus 4. Okay, and here also they will write x square, and they will give some two examples and ask to identify which of the given equations is a quadratic one. So if you know this basic, okay, for quadratic this degree 2 should be there after solving everything, after reducing this. So when you solve this you'll get x square minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, here x square will get cancelled. So even if you see x square here, but both of them after solving getting cancelled, so only pending here is what? Linear. So you have to look carefully, you have to solve it carefully, then only you can say whether it is a quadratic or linear equation. Okay, yes, so this is the second type, and the third type is like sentence form. Okay, here also they may give sentence form of question key, and the question are always like this: if the length of the garden is equal to twice the breadth, and breadth is something like this, area is that, what is the value of L and B? So you have to understand. Okay, try to arrange it in the form of quadratic equation and solve. Even that is easy, you can solve it. The fourth type is splitting the middle term. This is mostly important, splitting the middle term. Okay, they will give question like if x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, they will ask which are the two values that can replace 3x. So you should know, okay, a and c you have to multiply. Okay, and here will be b. Now on multiplying you should get this, on addition you should get this of these two numbers, and they will replace your multiplication, this middle term. So this is another type, and the next type is, yes, based on discriminant. Okay, discriminant. So what is this discriminant? It is d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So based on this they will also give you some question key. If this is the equation, what is its discriminant? So that you have to write. Another type is based on d, whether d is equal to 0, less than 0, okay, or d is more than 0. You will get nature of roots. So for equal to 0 you have real and equal. Okay, for less you have no real roots, and for more you have real and distinct. So these things you have to remember. Based on this they will give question. Okay, and they will give some equation like this also. If x square minus plus 3x plus 4 equals to 0 have real roots, then and they may replace something like here k. If they have real roots, what is the value of k? So for real roots discriminant is 0. On that you can substitute and find out the value of k. Okay, so everything depends upon the basic. Okay, and after this they may also give question like if the value, what is the square root of 80, what are the values of x? Okay, so the options will be like plus or minus 9, minus 9, plus 9, okay, minus minus 9, something like this. So this is very simple question. X square is equal to 81, replace this root to RHS, so it will become root 81. So since there was degree 2, we should get the value of x2. So one will be plus, other will be minus, so it is 9. So like this also can be asked. Okay, so these many are the topics which you have to know. Okay, they all are very easy, you can easily remember them. Okay, after this video try to recollect whatever you have learned in a sheet of paper. Okay, so now moving to our next chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Yes, so coordinate geometry is also very easy. Okay, coordinate geometry. Here what is there, see, you have to remember this thing. If you know this concept, your chapter will become easy. See, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So you should know the values on x-axis, that is 1, 2, 3, whatever it's coming towards the right side, they are called as abscissa. They may also ask this abscissa, and here they are called as y-ordinate. Okay, so if I locate a point over here, it means this is 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, something like this. If the point is here, it is written as 3 comma what is this 4. We should always write x first and y next. Okay, and this value is called as origin. The value of origin is what? 0 comma 0. Okay, so if they give you ki, if this is the point P 3 comma 4, what is its distance from x-axis? So from x-axis, if you see 1 2 3 4, it is at 4 unit distance. Now if they ask from y-axis, this is y-axis, so how many far it is, how far is it? 1 2 3, so it is 3. So always remember, if they give question like this is 3 comma 4, how far is it from x-axis, so write the y value. How far it is from y-axis, so write the x value. That's all. Okay, first thing, first type of question is that either from x-axis or y-axis they will ask. Second is they will ask the distance between the point and origin. So remember, it is always whenever they will ask the distance between point and origin, you have to write this formula: x square plus y square root of, if the point are p comma q, the formula becomes root of p square plus q square. If they are s comma t, the formula become root of s square plus t square. Okay, this formula is valid only if it is from origin. Got it? And this is the basic concept. Okay, when they ask from x or y axis, or sometimes they will give graph like this. Okay, there is a line like this. Okay, they will mark this, they will say this is a b c. What is the distance between a b? They may ask like this. So when the line is not either vertical or horizontal, okay, they have just given a slant line, okay, like this or this, when then you have to use the distance formula. And if it is just vertical, okay, so count the number of units. One, if these were the 2 points, so 1 2, this is 1 2 3 units. Okay, we call this as 1 unit, not these points are just making only 1 unit. So remember this. The second type is over. Now the third type is, you may also get question based on, first they may also give, you have to remember is the formula, sorry to say, the formula of all the distance formula, section formula, midpoint formula, and area of triangle formula. Okay, these formula should be known by you. They are very important. If you know them, you can solve them. Okay, the questions on distance formula will be, what is the distance between the 2 points, this and this, so use directly. Section formula they rarely give. They may ask the formula. They will give 4 formula, which among the following is a section formula. So you should know. For midpoint, they will give there is a point, this and this, and what is the midpoint of the given point. Okay, so the formula is x1 plus y1, x1 plus x2 by 2, and y1 plus y2 by 2. You have to use this and find this. Also they may ask this same question can be asked like this: if the end points of the radius are this and this, okay, what will be the point of center of the circle? So even this is very important. Again, use the midpoint formula, nothing else. The basic concept should be known to you. Okay, and you can find. And the third most, sorry, the last, which is more important, is collinear points. Okay, they will give 3 points and they may ask whether they are collinear or not. Okay, or they will ask the value of this is this and this. Okay, what is its area? Okay, and if it is given like this: 1 2 1 4 1 5, so whenever you see either x or y as same in all the three, okay, if it is same in all the three, it means what? See, if I write this is 1 comma 2, means x is 1 2 is here. 1 comma 4 means it is here. 1 comma 5 means it is here. It means it forming a straight line, correct? Therefore x is same. So for such question, area is always 0. Without using formula, just tick it on the 0 answer. Okay, they may also give like if the points are 3 comma minus 5, 8 comma minus 5 and 10 comma minus 5, what is the area? So just don't use formula, just see here, x is different, that is good, but what is y? Y is same. So whenever x or y both are same in all the 3 points, area is always 0. Remember this, this is the special trick, okay, you have to remember for your exam. Okay, so I hope even this is clear. Moving to our next type. Okay, so next type, not next type, next chapter, which is yes, it is trigonometry. Okay, so in trigonometry, see, it is also very easy chapter. Okay, it's very useful in your higher classes. So first thing you have to remember the three ratios, which are the sine, cos and tan. Okay, and you have to remember this triangle, this is very important. Both the trigonometry and application I will cover here. Applications of trigonometry. See, if you know these three things, three ratios we call them, you can easily find any question based on this chapter. From this chapter, see, it is valid always for a what? This is a right angle. Okay, this is 90 degree always. When two lines are perpendicular, it is 90, and the side opposite to this, if I write this ABC, which is the side opposite to B, 90 degree, it is AC. So we call that as hypotenuse. Always remember that. That is called as hypotenuse. Okay, and the other two sides can be named by yourself. Whatever you want to name it, name. Okay, I can take this as x, this as y, or I can ask take this as x, this as y. This is my choice. The only thing what you have to remember here is, if I write theta over here, okay, if I write theta over the given point C, for example here, then the side opposite to theta, that is AB, it's become opposite. Okay, got it? I will explain it again. See, if the theta is here, the side opposite to this theta, which side is that? AB, that become opposite. This is always hypotenuse, and the left part is always adjacent. Remember this. Now, one more time I will explain, but this time I will take my theta where? Here at A. This is ABC. Theta is here. This is always hypotenuse. Now, as I said, the side opposite to angle theta is opposite side. So here BC is opposite, and the left part is this. So we call this as adjacent. This you have to remember. They will give question like this only always. If this is 90, this is 4, this is 5. What is angle A? So most of the time you remember formula like sine is O by H, and you always take O here because you have learned theta always taking at C. You have learned that theta will be always at C, but that is not the case. Either it can be at C or A. Okay, if it is like this, the theta can be here or here. So remember, if theta is here, this becomes opposite, this become adjacent, because this is opposite side. If theta is at this, opposite side is this, so this becomes opposite, this is adjacent, and the one which is opposite to 90 is always hypotenuse. So this you have to remember. Okay, now see, you have to remember this. To remember the formula, you have a trick. Imagine there is a boy, his name is Sohail. Okay, he was going somewhere. I have explained this trick many times. Okay, so when someone asked in Hindi, okay, where are you going Sohail, tu kahan ja raha hai Sohail, so he said to America. Sohail kahan means in Hindi it is where. Okay, in English it is where. So that's what I have written, kahan, Sohail kahan, to America. So now just first three letters, okay, will give you the formula. S is for sine, C for cos, T for tan. OH means opposite by hypotenuse, which is I have written first here, that will be numerator, the second will be denominator. A by H. Okay, and this is O by A. That's all. If you know this trick, you can easily remember this formula. And the next three I have not said, because sine, it is reciprocal of cosec, SC. C S, that is sec, okay, and T T. So here also T T. In both T is common. For S it is C and for C it is S. Cos sec, sec cos. Got it? They are reciprocal to each other. Okay, so no need of batting them. If you know these three, you can easily write. So based on this, they may ask question ki if 12 sine theta is equal to 13, what is cosec theta? So first bring this to this side. It is 13 by 12. So reciprocal of sine is cosec. So it's become 12 by 13. That's all. If you know this properly, you can find these questions. Got it? Now, the second part is, see, you may also get question. Yes, now the second part here is the specific values 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Based on this, they will give question, okay? And it is mainly on sine, cos and tan. Okay, they rarely give question on sec, cosec and cot. Okay, and most of the time tan will be given like 1 minus tan 45 divided by 1 plus tan square 45. Okay, so it is 0 because tan 45 is 1. Okay, they may also give like cot theta is equal to tan theta, something like this. For what value they are equal, or else sin theta is equal to cos theta. So for what value they are equal. So both of these is equal only for 45 degree. So you have to remember these two. Okay, and the next type is based on uh, complementary, like sine of 90 minus theta, which is cos theta. Correct? Here the question will be like this ki if you get any other question, any other angles other than this 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, then just go for this type. You assume ki it is a complementary one. For example, they will give question like cos 18 minus sine 72, okay, or 62 is how much. So if you see other angle, okay, other than this 0 to 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, then follow this rule only, which is that complementary rule, and you can find it. For these cases, for minus you'll get 0, for plus you'll get 1, in maximum cases I am telling. And the last part from this chapter is based on identities. There are three identities: sine square theta plus cos square theta, and which is equal to 1. Okay, and 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So based on this you will get some questions. Okay, so try to learn them properly. And sometimes for theta they may also write like this: if cos square 48 plus sine square 48, find the value of cos square 48 plus sine square 48. So if these are same, okay, then apply these rules, identities rule. Okay, that's all, nothing else is there in this chapter. Now coming to the next chapter from this, similar to this, that is applications. So applications questions are always like this. There was a tree, okay, and there was a sun, okay, what is the shadow, length of shadow if this is 4 meter, and if the sun's elevation is some 45. If this is 45, this both should be same, this and this should be same, always remember this. If this is 3, even this should be same. And if they give, if the length of the building and shadow are same, what is the angle of elevation? So the angle of elevation is always 45 when these are equal. Okay, so these two also you can remember. And especially here cos and tan are asked. Okay, means these three are always important, but mostly tan will be asked, based the question will be based on tan, or sometime on cos and sine. So follow 2 or 3 types of question on this and you can answer. Okay, I hope you know the angle of elevation. This when someone is looking upside from the ground, the angle formed between this horizontal and his line of sight, this line is called as line of sight. Okay, okay, so that is angle of elevation. And when someone is looking down For example, he is somewhere over here and he is looking at down part here. Okay, then the angle formed between horizontal and this line of sight is called as angle of depression. So they may also give question like this, the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal when someone is looking downside, so it is depression, upside it is elevation. Okay, so next chapter is the one of the easiest chapter, and it is circles. Okay, so in circles they mainly ask questions based on the two theorems. Which are those two theorems? So theorem first is this one, the length of tangent is always equal, and the second theorem is the angle between tangent and radii is 90 degree. Okay, so these questions are always asked, and this is also related to your Pythagoras theorem, as well as sometime trigonometry also you have to use. For example, they will give question like this, if the distance between the center and the external point is 6 or 5 centimeter and radii is 3, what is the length of tangent? So use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is 90, this is hypotenuse, these are the two sides. So using Pythagoras theorem you can solve this. Okay, and they will also give question like this, if the angle between two tangents is like 60 degree, what is the angle between radii? So it is always 180 minus the given. Okay, if they give the angle between radii as 60, what is the angle between tangents? So it is always 180 minus 60 over here. These are the two types. And the next type is, they will give a picture like this diagram, and they may give a figure like this, and they may ask which is xy, what is xy? So xy, example, this is AB, and this is PQ, and this is uh, ST. So they may ask which among the following is a tangent. So what is tangent? It is a line which is touching circle at only one point. So xy is tangent. At 2 points is a secant. See, when if it is coming from outside, it is secant. It is just inside, then it is called as what? Chord. And the one which is passing through center is radius. Sorry, diameter. So all this you have to remember the names with their basic difference. So a question can be asked based on this type. Okay, so that's all from circles. Sometimes they will also give like this, and that is basic of this. Okay, if this is the case, okay, like this, and they will give if this is A B C. Okay, and if AB is 5 centimeter, and if this is X, Y, and this is Z, and YC is 2 centimeter. Okay, AZ is 3 centimeter, what is the value of BC? Something like this they will ask. So this is 3 means this is also 3, this is 2 means this is also 2. Okay, if this is 3 and this total is 5, what will be this? 2. So if this is 2, this will also be 2. So this and this are 4. So it is based on this theorem that a tangents from external point are always equal. Okay, so if you know the basic, you can easily solve these questions. I hope it's clear. Only this type of question could be asked from the chapter circles. Next is moving to triangles. So in triangles, what you have to remember is, see, first thing you have to remember is the difference between similar and congruent. Okay, because they may give a sentence type question. Similar means, see, if I take two coins, one of rupee 5 and one of rupee 1, both of them are circular in shape, but their size is different, correct? So same shape and size is different, we call them as what? Similar. And congruent is shape and size both are same. So if I write a triangle ABC, okay, and another triangle PQR, okay, if they are of same shape, both of them are triangle, and but their size is different. We call it as similar figure. Okay, so for similar conditions we have BPT. First is BPT based on the similar triangles. What is BPT? If two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. So if they give ABC similar to PQR, we can write AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR, and that is equal to AC by PS. This is the first thing. Okay, and this can also be written if they give like this. If this is XY, so what can we write? If you see, we have two triangles here, PXY, and the bigger one is PXQ, correct? PQS. So same thing again, px by pq, xy by qs, and py by ps. This you can write and find. They will give question like, if ab is this, pq is this, bc is this, what is qr? So just substitute the basic proportionality theorem values and find it. Second is based on the areas. Okay, so for areas, again, if there are two similar triangles with areas, okay, if for this one area is a, for this p q r, area is A2. So if they ask, if they give you A1 by A2 and ask what is S1 by S2, means what is their corresponding side ratio. Okay, so remember this one. If this is 64, this is 81, and if they ask what is S1 S2, so transfer this root to this side. This becomes what? 8 by 9, that's all. And if they give ratio of side like 4 by 5, this is the ratio of side. What is the ratio of their area? So just square them. 16 by 25. Okay, so it is always square on the side, not on area. Remember, S for side, S for square. Remember this trick. Okay, area of one triangle divided by area of the other triangle is equal to side of one triangle by side of other triangle, but this is in square shape. So either they will give this two, they will ask this, or they will give this two, they will ask this. So if you know this condition, you can find the solution. Okay, and the third part is, it is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so it is this one. This is hypotenuse, this is x, if this is y. So what is Pythagoras theorem? H square is equal to x square plus y square. So here they may give triplets. 4-5 options they will give. Okay, triplets. What are these triplets? The one, the three sides which is valid for this Pythagoras theorem. For example, if I take 2, 3 and 5, if I write 3, 4 and 6, then 3, 5 and 6, 10, 6, 8, and if I ask you which of them are uh, valid for Pythagoras theorem, so what you have to do, you have to use this rule. What is this rule? Hypotenuse is always greater. So this is the hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse. So square of that, for example 5 square, should be equal to sum of the square of other 2 square plus 3 square. So are they equal? This is 4 plus 9, which is equal to 13. This is 25. No, so this is not a Pythagoras triplet. Similarly this, so 36 is equal to 16 plus 9. Are they equal? No. So even this is not done. And what about this? 36 is equal to 25 plus 9. Are they equal? No. Here 10 square is 100. 36 plus 64. Are they equal? Yes. So if both LHS and RHS are equal on using this formula, then only we can say this can form a right angle triangle. They may also give question like, if the sides are 10, 6 and 8, okay, what will be angle B? So if you see a Pythagoras triplet, just directly write B will be 90 degree. That's all. Got it? This is the type of question that could be asked from the chapter triangle. Now moving to our next chapter, which is constructions. So in constructions, you may get either one or two questions only. Okay, here it can be either of based on the line. or it can be based on the triangles. And on line, both of these are valid on BPT only. Remember this. See how, if they give a line like this, okay, and if they draw a line like this and cut it into this many parts, okay, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, and the length is, for example, AB they have given as 6 centimeter, and if they ask if we are dividing this in the ratio 3 is to 6, okay, or else here it will be like if I'm taking point at here, then it will become 2 is to 1 2 3 4 4. They may give like this and ask which is the given ratio, which ratio is correct, 2 by 4, 4 is to 2, 3 is to 3, or 4 is to 5, and they will join like this. This will be the question, this will be the options. So in this case you have to always look for the last value. What is last value? 6. Means on adding both these you should get 6. So you are getting 6 here also, here also, here also. So which is the right answer? Now look at the next line. The next line is this. It is joining from where? Here 2. So that will be our first value. So here is 2, here 4, here 3. So answer is 2 is to 4, because this is the first value and this is while getting on adding we'll get 6. So this becomes our answer. Now this is the first type. Second type is they will give what is the length of this new line formed, AB dash by B dash B. They will ask the ratio of this. So it is the same ratio. See, it is 2 is to 3. Now the total length was 6. Correct? So what is now AB dash and BB dash? If they ask, so you can write it like this. See, you can take this as X and this as Y. Okay, sorry, this is also X only. Both of them are X, but since this is 2 and this was how much, 4, you can take 2x and 4x, add them, which is equal to 6. So 6x is equal to 6, x is equal to 6 by 6, which is 1. So 2x and 4x. So multiply with x. You will get 1 here, you will get 4 here. It means what? Sorry, 2 here and 4 here. It means even the length is same, 2 and 4. Okay, so whenever they give to divide, just assume it the value as x, add them, find the x, then multiply with the ratio into x. You will get the length. This is the second type. Now third type is based on the triangle. This is very important, understand it properly. This is the triangle ABC and a new triangle is formed, something like this. Okay, this is A dash, this is B only, and this is C dash. Okay, now see here the triangle is smaller, new triangle is what? Smaller. So the denominator is smaller here, 2 by 3. Remember this. When you get a smaller triangle, it means what? It is the smaller value should be a denominator. If it was something like this, if this was A dash and this was C dash and this was A and B, if this is A and this is C, sorry, not B, what does it mean? It means now since our new triangle is bigger, it means the numerator should be more, 3 by 2. It is not 2 by 3. Remember, if the ratio is given, it is like this. So based on this also you can understand. Now what type of question will be given there? See, the question will be given like this. If this is the line, this is a triangle ABC, okay, ABC, understood? And a new triangle is formed, A dash C dash, or they will give something else, A dash C dash B, okay. And if the new triangle in the ratio 2 by 3 of the new, what is the length of this and that? So always write A B C and next is A dash B C dash. If they give the new triangle A dash B side is 2 by 3rd of AB, so use this rule, AB by A dash B should be equal to what? BC by B dash C, and that should be equal to AC by A dash C. dash. So using this, that is BPT only, you can find the given question. Okay, always remember this BPT, nothing else is there in this chapter. And they will ask for the joining also. If this is the triangle, okay, and if they show you this is 1 2 3 4 and 5, and now if you have joined it from here first, okay, and then somewhere over here, and this is connected like this, A B C, this is XY, okay, they will give question like this. And if they ask you what is the ratio on which the new triangle is formed, what is the scale factor, so how are you going to do that here? So here you have to look for the bigger number first, not bigger, you have to look for the point where it has joined, the new triangle has joined. So it is joining from 5, correct? Sorry, the old triangle, new the formed, which is given in the question, that triangle, and this is a newly formed triangle, similar triangle. So the line from where the first one triangle is joining, that is our denominator. See here, it is 5, so this will be in the denominator. Okay. Now from here, which when you count 1 2 3, this is the point from where the second point has been joined, so that is the numerator, like this. So answer is 3 is to 5. Again one more question, if they give you like this, this is A B C, this is A dash C dash, okay, and they have cut like this 5 parts, 1 2 3 4 5, but this time they have joined it from 4 like this, and then from here. So this is the old triangle, correct? This is the newly constructed. So in old, C was the value, C was the point which is related to our old triangle. So the one which is joining that, for example here it is 3, that will be new denominator always. The way the point which is joined is always denominator. So 3 is denominator, and now what will be numerator? From here count 1 2, it becomes how much? It becomes 2, and plus 3 is 5. So this becomes 5 by 3. 3 is in the denominator, therefore they have joined it from here. Why 5? Because another 2. So add, the total is always taken, the greater value is always taken, total number of points. Okay, here also it was 5, so only 5 points. Here also the greater value is 5, so they have taken 5 points. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you all. Now moving to statistics. So in statistics, you should know data first. Okay, I'm telling the basics. If I write any data like 2 4 6 8 10, okay, so this is the data. And what is the number of data given here? It is 5. Got it? If they ask you mean, median and mode of this data, what does it mean? Mean means you have to just add and divide it by number. So 2 4 6 8, that only we call sigma x. So summation of all this divided by 1 2 3 4 5 will give you what? Mean. Median is the central most value when written in the increasing or decreasing order. So here it is 6, because 2 this side, 2 that side. What will be median if there was another number like 12? Now here you have 2, here you have 2. These two, average of these two, 6 plus 8 by 2, that will give median. What about mode? The mode, one number will be repeated. Okay, what is the mode here? It is 10, if I write like that. So 10 is the mode, the one which is most frequently appeared is called as mode. So this is basic. And now based on class, like if they have given 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and if they ask what is the class mark, class mark means the middle point, so you have to just add these two, 5 plus 10 by 2, which is equal to what? 15 by 2, 7.5. Okay, so this can be the one type. The next type is the classes modal, median and Okay, only these two, modal and median class only they will ask. So only in median class you need frequency, that is cumulative frequency. Here you don't need cumulative frequency. Here you can directly find based on the number of frequency. The highest frequency will give the modal class. Here you have to find cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is always, the last value will always be equal to n. Okay, you have to remember that. And n by 2, just I will show you with example. See, if they give question like it is less than 10, less than 15, less than 20, less than 25, okay, less than 30, and here they have given like 5, 7, 8, 15, 20. If this is the case, it means they have already given cumulative frequency. Remember this. If they have given in this format, it means they have already given cumulative frequency. But if they give like 10 to 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and here they will give 3, 5, 6, 8. It means they have not given cumulative frequency. Here you have to find cumulative frequency. Okay, so remember these two things, less than and more than, both of them they can give. And now based on graph they may ask question like, if this is a graph like this, they will join a point here. Okay, this is 4 comma 2. They may ask what is median here. So always the x value is median, whatever the value is here 4, that is the median. So remember this also. Okay, if they give you graph like this is less than more than curve, and this is the point where these lines are joining. So what they will ask, what will abscissa represent? Abscissa means the x-axis value. It represents what? It represents median. Okay, so remember that. And the last type in this chapter is this formula, 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. So based on this they will ask question like, if mean is that, median is some value, what is mode? So equating this relation, or sometimes they will directly give this question, so you can easily solve that. I hope it's clear. Now moving to the last chapter, that is surface areas and volume. So in surface areas and volume, surface areas and volume, what you have to remember, you should remember the TSA, LSA and volume of these figures: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere, hemisphere, and one more is frustum. You should know the first formula of these three, these 7 figures. Okay, and there is one exception case here. See, when we add cube, okay, this is a cube. When we add cube, it becomes what? Cuboid. Okay, the here is volume of cylinder is always equal to 3 times of volume of cone. So they may also give question like, if the volume of cylinder is 600, what is volume of cone? So use this relation. You have remember, you might have seen this formula. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h, and this is pi r square h by 3. It means what? Cone is always 1/3 of cylinder. It is in volume, I'm telling. So based on this you may expect a question. And now if you see cylinder, okay, these are the base. So they may give key, if the circumference of the base is some 60 and height is 10, what is its volume? Okay, what is its volume? Or they may also ask, what is its CSA? So for CSA, what is the formula? 2 pi RH, correct? You know h, you don't know r, but they have given circumference, okay, or the total base length, that is only called as 2 pi r. Circumference of circle is what? 2 pi r. So they have indirectly given the whole value. So 60 into 10, it is 600. So remember this formula also. Okay, And now coming to sphere and hemisphere. So for sphere it is 4 pi r square, for hemisphere it is 2 pi r square. Their uh, CSA I'm telling. And frustum is combination of what? It is actually a cone which is cutted at a center or any point. Okay, when we extend it, it forms what? A cone. So you have to remember the frustum also. Now the type of question, the other type of question will be based on the combined figure. Okay, first is combined. As I said, cube, they will add cube, three cubes, and they will ask what is the volume of cuboid now. What is the volume of cuboid which is formed by joining 3 cube of 6 centimeter like this. Second is based on the melting question. If one figure is melted into another, what will be volume? It is always same. For example, if this sphere was there and it was melted to form a coal, what will be the volume of coal? So it is always equal. The volume always remains the same on melting it. Okay, it is solid conversion. So based on this, if they ask, remember this trick. And the third is based on the combination of figures. Combination means figures will be like, if there is a cylinder like this, okay, and there is a hemisphere mountain on it, what is its TSA, what is its LSA, or what is its volume. So you have to separately find them first, CSA, and then add. That will become the TSA of the newly formed figure. Okay, so even that is also very easy. Okay, so these are the basic things which you have to remember. I hope you have understood whatever I have tried to cover in this. If you learn them properly, you can easily score good marks. Okay, it is all about basics. Okay, it's all about basic understanding. If your basic is stronger, you can solve all the questions with a little bit of practice. So with that, I will end my video. It is a little lengthy. Um, Try to have patience and watch, and some tricks, not tricks, some tips for your exam. So while writing the exam, try to start with the easy questions. First solve all the easy questions, okay, and at last try to solve which you have not got at the beginning. Okay, it's not like all this 40 questions of maths will solve first. No, you can solve all the questions 1 to math, science and social, whichever easy is given there. Once it is done, start with moderate, because you will get three separate papers, three separate OMR sheet. So on that only you have to mark. You will be provided with a rough sheet to practice to solve the problems. So try to start with the easy questions first. Okay, try to solve the easy questions first. Once they are done, go to the moderate one. Which is moderate? Which is not looking easy but you can solve them, that is moderate. So you can attempt them too. The difficult one, you keep it as it is. How are you going to say whether it is difficult or easy? Try it once. If you are not get, first read the question. If you are not getting the answer, leave it, move to the next question. How is this going to help? This will help you in saving your time. Okay. Yes, now the next is uh, don't skip any question. I mean to say, don't leave any question blank. Okay, you have, if you're not getting the answer of any question, try to just shade any one of the options. Who knows it is correct? Don't forget to do that. If you're not getting the answer, try to shade any one of the options. Don't leave it blank. Keep that in mind. That is very important. Okay, and try to manage your time. Okay, that's why I'm telling, start with the easy ones first. You can easily solve within 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours is more than enough. Okay, so with that I will end my video here. I hope you find it useful. If it is so, kindly like the video. If not, you can dislike it. Also try to share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So thank you for watching. I wish you all the best for your exam, and we'll see you maybe in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye. Have a great time.